Hey, good morning, folks. Day number 4 of the Coffee Cup Chronicles. I'm just coming out of the kitchen. I got a minute, short admission. I grabbed the cup and then I come up, thought about what I needed to do. This is quiet. I have a, yeah, I need this coffee bad. Hang on. Love black coffee, right? All right, so this is my Hans McCall. His name is Clyde. Why is he part of my Coffee Cup Chronicles this morning? He's got a lot to do with this cup. This cup, Point Clear, Alabama. So 1992, I believe it was. All right, Clyde, you go up there. The Bills won the right to go back to the Super Bowl for the second time, and I decided, well, I better go ahead and go to Florida and surprise my dad and mom, which I did. And then I come up with a great idea. I said, you know what? I called both my brothers and I said, hey, this is what I just did. Let's plan on going to Florida for Christmas of 1993. So my older brother couldn't go. My younger brother went. And when I was living in Houston at the time, so when I drove over to his place, my Uncle Jack, my dad's brother, he drove down from Alexander, Louisiana to Lafayette. And we all boogied for Tampa, Clearwater. So we got there. We surprised the dickens out of Mom and Dad. I mean, it was so good. It was like Dan knocked on the door first, opened the door. Well, my mom and dad were there. Both my aunts and uncles were there. My cousin Debbie was there. I mean, just a shock. So 5 minutes later, knock, 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 I knock on the door. Oh my God, what are you doing here? Do. I mean, my dad was just flabbergasted. So was Mom, of course. My Aunt June and Uncle Joe and my other Uncle Joe or Uncle Dick and Aunt Lil were sitting there. My Aunt Lil is holding. She must have had a winning hand. They were all playing cards. So conversation went on. It was fabulous. And then they kept looking around, going like, "Hey, is Bill coming?" And I said, "No. Bill didn't make it. Bill's not coming." So anyway, the other part of that story is how I got to the coffee cup. So after that, the in-laws left. We stayed, and Dan, I forgot how that worked. We went back. Oh, I remember now. It's a long time ago, folks. Getting old. Oh, so pizza. How's pizza come into that? Well, same thing, the bird. That's how the bird came in. The bird. You the bird? He's the bird. He's the bird. That's my buddy. So, back to the story. And y'all know me. I'm going to go off on tangents of other stories, and it's just the way it is. So anyway, Mom and Dad set me up for pizza, the little pizzeria. Now, that's a shock in itself because my dad never ate pizza as a kid. Didn't like hot poultry, fried chicken, turkey. We always had cold turkey at Thanksgiving. So anyway, I went up to get this pizza. Pizza wasn't ready. I walked into the pet store next door, was looking around, walked in the back, and I had always wanted a pet bird. I had a little wooden carved bird hanging on my wall back of the house in Houston. So I spotted this guy. He had a price on the cage. I went back, got the pizza, went home. Next day, I went back up to the pet store. Oh, I did that 3 days in a row. So I was in the back and looking at the bird at the time, and I called the pet store back in Houston where I was working part-time, and I said, hey, if we had a Hans McCall, what would it cost? And she said, oh, about $5.50. Well, this bird was marked down to $3.25, and I yelled, hey, Hans McCall is sold. Well, that's the story of the coffee cup. So Dan went back on his own. He had his own car. He was with his girlfriend at the time. And my Uncle Jack and I had rode over together in a Buick Roadmaster that I had rented. Well, guess what? You see just how Clyde's sitting right here? Well, I put a towel across the dashboard of this rent car, and Clyde rode on that dashboard all the way back to Houston. So I had my uncle with me, and we didn't want to drive all the way through. So we stopped at Point Clear, Alabama, and we stayed at Point Clear, Alabama. I was working for Marriott at the time, and I could get hotel rates for $39 a night. I tell you what, my uncle did not want to leave that hotel because it was a resort. So we had like a whole apartment to ourselves. And yep, Clyde went in. I put him on the end table. So that's my Coffee Cup Chronicles for this morning. Day 4. Y'all enjoy.